All right, guys, welcome back to another episode on the channel. I know it's been a while. It's been a while, and I'm sorry. That's on me. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. I've been busy, but guys, I decided to revamp. You know what I'm saying? You know, like a Pokemon, I decided to evolve. You know what I'm saying? I decided to turn into a Squirtle into a War Turtle, from a War Turtle to a Blastoise.
Oh, I think War Turtle's evolving!
And guys, you know, I want to do something a little different. I was like, yo, what do I want to bring in 2026? What can I do for the people? And I was like, you know what? I should use this beautiful noggin of mine. I should use this beautiful football knowledge I have and sports knowledge I have and spread it across the millions and millions of sports fans around the world. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a couple of my takes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best Stephen A. Smith impression. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best Skip Bayless impression. You know what I'm saying? What's going down not only in the footballing world, but some days we're gonna talk about basketball. Some days we're gonna talk about American football. You know, aka the real football. You know what I'm saying? NFL, shout out. We're not gonna talk about hockey because black people don't do hockey. But if they did, I would definitely be doing that. I don't know how often we're gonna post this series. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fluid. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fluid. Shout out my boy Stephen A. Smith. The list is fluid. The list is fluid.
The list is fluid. It's fluid, okay? You can't worry about what happened last week. You can't worry about where you're going next week. The list is fluid.
The whole point of this series is just to really talk to you guys, chat it up. You know what I'm saying? Tell you guys my points. You know what I'm saying? The things that I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe things that you guys are seeing that maybe that can help me. You know what I'm saying? And then also, maybe, you know what I'm saying? We can make some money. You know what I'm saying? Make some money. You know what I'm saying? By sprinkling some bets here and there. You know, aka sports investing. So you know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. And let's see what this match day for the Premier League got for us today. Ow! First game of the match day is Wolves versus Wolverhampton. And guys, it's gonna be a stinky game. This game isn't gonna be good. There is no way in the hell this game is good. But I'm gonna still analyze it. I'm gonna still cook. I'm gonna still tell you guys what you should expect. Now, Villa, sometimes they're on and off. Sometimes they're hot and cold. You know what I'm saying? What's that song? She's hot and she's cold. She's yes and she is no. That's Villa. Sometimes. But Unai Emery has figured it out. And away from home, Villa has yet to lose in 2026. The last away loss was against Arsenal. So guys, I think this should be easy peasy lemon squeezy for Aston Villa. 2-0 Aston Villa. And if you want to gamble on it, you can go no both teams to score. I don't know why that was a mouthful to say. No both teams to score if you want to gamble. If you're a gambling man, aka sports investor. You know what I'm saying? If you're a sports investor, you know what I'm saying? No both teams to score. But be cautious though, because Wolves haven't lost to Villa in 5 years at home. So just giving you a heads up about that. You know what I'm saying? So just letting you know that Villa have yet to win at Wolverhampton in 5 years. But I think that drought ends not today, but well, it is today, right? It's Friday, yeah. So the drought does end today, and I think Villa win 2-0 away from home. Now at 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 in the morning in America. I will be up. And I will be up for one reason only. Because I love the game of football. Now you guys come over here and you guys are like, oh, I can't see the 3 p.m. kickoffs. I can't see. I'm in the UK. I can't see 3 p.m. kickoffs. I gotta wake up at 7:30 in the morning to watch Bournemouth and Sunderland. Sometimes I gotta wake up at 6:30 in the morning to watch Chelsea versus freaking Burnley. All right. So I don't want to hear no complainings about freaking 3 p.m. kickoffs. We're not doing it. But guys, there's also another reason why I'll be watching this. There's a player that I scouted from Brazil that played in Vasco. Number 37, Ryan. And last season, he absolutely killed the Brazilian league. 52 games, 20 goals, absolutely demolished it. Now, he is playing right wing for Bournemouth because obviously Semenyo left. but he's naturally a striker. That's usually what he plays. He plays the number 9. He's 6'1". He can run. He can shoot. He has no right foot, so be careful with that. But he can do everything else. But Evan Newson actually kind of works out because Evan Newson is more of a false 9. He kind of drops deep. It kind of actually works out. So to be honest, if I'm you guys, and you guys follow my lead, Ryan score or assist is guaranteed. That one I will say is guaranteed. All right, that one I'm gonna give you guys right there. That's 100%. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know? Actually, no, don't. I'm not gonna say that. You know what? 99% of the time is right 72% of the times. You know what I'm saying? So guys, go ahead, score and assist Ryan. And some may say that you're being too biased. You know, you're being too biased because this is a guy that you scouted. You may be right. You know what I mean? He does look a little bit like me, so he might be my son. He might be. This might be my child. Does he look like me? So Ryan to score or assist. But I am going with Bournemouth 2, and I'm going with Sunderland 2, because even though Sunderland have been really, really good this season, or at least more surprising than anything, they have struggled away from home, and I do not see that changing. Burnley, Brentford, we're going to keep it short and sweet. JJ Watt, do perfect. I think it's time you guys cut your losses and get rid of Burnley. All right? It's time to go join Wrexham or go join Tom Brady in Birmingham. All right? Because this is not working. This investment, it ain't working. You guys are heading back to the championship. Just letting you guys know, this is not going to be a good game to watch. I think this is going to be a very, very, very bad game to watch. And with that being said, I think Brentford will take care of business. They've been really, really well. They've been flying up the league. Thiago somehow gets a goal every single game. He's going to get it somehow, some way. I haven't heard a lot about him, going to the World Cup, but I hope he's on the plane. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, good Thiago, let's get a goal. And let me say, well, I'm not gambling that, so don't put that on my record. I'm not betting that one. But I will say, I think it's going to be a Brentford win, 1-0, or if anything, it's probably going to be a 2. Ooh, actually, no. Burnley did just get a draw against Chelsea, right? But Chelsea is freaking trash. And Bradford haven't beaten Burnley away from home, historically speaking. Nah, give me Brentford 1-0. Brentford 1-0. I doubt Burnley's going to give them many chances. I doubt it's going to be a good game to watch. Burnley 1-0. Not Burnley 1-0. Brentford 1-0. And I think that will be it. Don't. If you're gambling this game, please seek help. You know what I mean? Call the hotline because this is bad. Please don't bet on this game. Please don't. Don't do that to yourself.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Now we head over to probably the most confusing team in all of the Prem. Liverpool Football Club. Now, Liverpool might, of course. Sorry, Stevie J. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Scouser. I think my Scouse accent's pretty good. I'm a Scouser. Can I get a chip and a can of Coke? I feel like I'm pretty good. But, people on the stream will clown me and say it's not that good. But I think it's pretty good. Some games, they look good. Some games, they look terrible. Some games in the Champions League, they look like world beaters. And then they go to the Prem and they stink it up. It's like, you don't know what team you're going to get day in, day out, right? And I'm honest. I'm being honest with you. I don't think Forest should have lost that game last week. I think it should have been at least a draw. I think it should have been a 0-0 draw because I don't know. I don't see it here with this Liverpool squad. I think Liverpool's upper management is just waiting for Arne Slot to have a really, really bad game for them to fire him. I think they're ready to get Xabi Alonso in. I think they're ready to clean their hands with this season and be done with it. Thank Arne Slot for that Premier League, but I think they're ready to kick you out, and I think it's going to be over for you. And on the other side, we got West Ham with Nuno Espirito Santo, where they're just climbing up, right? They are absolutely cooking. Nuno Espirito Santo has figured it out with this team. He has, somehow kept this team alive now, right? Like they literally are in 18th position or something like that, and they're 1 point away or in goal difference to get out of relegation. So West Ham might be saved by Nuno Espirito Santo, and they're starting to cook. Matheus Fernandes is absolutely cooking, and he's looking like that player that Sporting fans were absolutely loving before he came to Wolves. Bowen's obviously going to be Bowen. And then we got Somerville, who's absolutely incredible and has caught fire. And I wouldn't be surprised if him and Matheus Fernandes won't be at West Ham next season. I wouldn't be surprised if a bigger club comes and gets them. So, guys, with that being said, I am going to take West Ham to draw with Liverpool 1-1. And you're like, whoa. Do you know who they're going up against? Yes. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy to take West Ham. All right? I know it does. But guys, Nuno is literally Liverpool's bogey manager. He hasn't lost to, well, no, not he hasn't lost. He had lost last time to Liverpool, which was his first loss ever to Liverpool. He has played 7 matches against them. He's won 5 times, draw once, and lost once, which was the recent game that he's lost. So, bearing in mind. But I think he'll take care of business. They're on fire. West Ham have been really, really good, actually. They've been on some quite good form. Even before Chelsea, before they lost to Chelsea, they were pretty good. Look, see, they're running a nice little high. And then, so I believe in West Ham, and I'm going to take West Ham +1 on the spread against Liverpool. I think it should be easy money. I think West Ham should take care of business. I think West Ham will draw, and yeah, I'm not too worried about this Liverpool squad. They don't really fear me. And Newcastle, speaking of confusing teams, this is one of them, right? Eddie Howe, is he gonna stay at the job? Will he be fired? Will he be at United? Will he be at England? You know what I'm saying? I think he might be at the England manager next. Maybe if Tuchel leaves, I think he might be maybe at Manchester United. I'm gonna give him a call, but I don't think he'll be a Newcastle manager. But that's my prediction for next season. He has found something. He put Voldemort. I know it's Voldemade or whatever it is. I call him Voldemort. It's hilarious to me. So I'm gonna keep. Hey, and Voldemort, he dropped Voldemort down to the midfield. With Bruno Guimaraes missing, they were getting overran in the midfield, and it looked really, really bad for them. It looked like Eddie Howe was just about to get fired. And then he put Voldemort in the midfield, and he put Gordon or Sula up top, and it's working. It's working, and they haven't lost. Oh, no, sorry. They lost only 1 game since changing that system, and it was to City, losing 2-1. So, honestly, credit to him for figuring something out. Shout out Voldemort because he's been playing really, really well in that position. Barnes has actually caught some form as well. Gordon, he's been linked to Arsenal and I think Liverpool as well. So we're going to see where his head's at. But he's also facing up against his former club. So maybe he gets a goal against them, and let's see. Now, Everton obviously is going to come to fight, right? There's David Moyes. We know what he does. We know what he do. You know what I mean? Like, it's David Moyes type of team, They're going to fight, unless it's West Ham. They're going to fight. And they look really well, right? But creatively, they look terrible. After losing Jack Grealish, it's been downhill. James Garner is amazing, by the way. And is amazing. Dewsbury Hall has caught some form now as a box crasher. He's been playing really well. I'm surprised Dibbling hasn't been getting more minutes, to be honest with you. But creatively, this team struggles. This team struggles so bad. So I'm surprised Dibbling's not getting some more chances to hopefully maybe create something. Because Dewsbury Hall isn't that. And he's good, but he's the only really creative person they have in the whole team, really, as far as offensively. So let's see how this goes. I think this might be a little bit of a slower game. And I think Everton might be able to sneak in like a corner or a set piece goal. And I think Newcastle will struggle to see out a win. And I think it'll be 1-1 Newcastle and Everton. I think it'll be a draw. And if you want to bet on this, I would say, what did I put? What did I put a bet on this? Oh, I said no. I said nothing. I literally said, don't bet this game. But if you do, cash out because it's not hitting. That's literally what I wrote. Now we move to the blue side of Manchester. This is going to be a quick and easy one, right? Leeds, shout out to y'all. You guys have had some phenomenal form in 2026, drawing with some great teams. But City are notorious for destroying you guys. Remember that 7-0 that they gave them that one weekend? This is going to be, obviously that was years ago, but this is going to be lower for City, right? I think Haaland and City are smelling blood in the water with Arsenal. I think that they're going to end up winning the league. I think this is the team that will win the league. I don't think Arsenal will win the league. We'll talk about that later on, but I think Man City take care of business here. I think it will be a 3-0 victory. I think it'll be as easy as you want. Bet the house on Haaland to score. If you want, sprinkle a little bit on him to get a brace. I'm probably going to put him to score a hat trick. I feel like Haaland's going to take care of business. And yeah, I think it should be easy. I'm sorry, Leicester. Leeds, you guys have been really, really good. But I think this is where your run comes to an end. Shout out DCL, though. He's been playing really well. Now we head over to Brighton. We head over to the beaches of England against Forest. Now, before I analyze this game, I'm going to be honest with you. Gibbs White, and for your sake, I hope that Forest never win a game ever again for the rest of the season, right? Because I want you out, right? I want you free. Free my boy Gibbs White, right? Free my boy Gibbs White. The Greek got him. The Greek got him as a hostage right now, okay? I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. Don't shoot the messenger. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. But I would say that these teams are very similar. These teams are doing the Spider-Man meme. You know that one out of this? They're literally doing the Spider-Man meme to each other. They are literally the same exact team. Both teams that literally are usually really, really good. Last season, Nottingham Forest, we know that they were top 4, and Brighton usually hovering around the top 8 of the table. Now they both look really bad. You know, they both look really, really bad. I'm expecting this to be another very boring game. I don't think this will be a really good game. I think this will be a 0-0. If anything, probably a 1-1. But I don't see much goals or if anything happening really much in this game. So give me a 0-0 draw for Brighton and Forest. Another London derby for Spurs. Eagle to door. The first one you had didn't go well. You know, you guys showed up to the stadium. You know, at least you guys showed up to the stadium because you guys did a whole bunch of nothing as soon as the game started. Fulham, they're cooking. They're absolutely cooking. Marco Silva got these players playing out of their mind. Alex Iwobi, Calvin Bassey, and freaking Chukwumeze is the best freaking trio, not on the pitch, but off the pitch. These guys on social media are freaking hilarious. My God, Marco Silva, you should get a new job. I wouldn't be surprised if Marco Silva is at a better job. No offense to Fulham, but I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's not a better job, but I wouldn't be surprised if Spurs come and give him a call and say, Marco Silva, do you want to work here? So if anything, this might be a job interview for him. You know what I mean? But yeah, Eagle Tudor, I'm so sorry that you're here. You came to a team that I think is giving up. I think Spurs are going to get relegated. I think that it's done for them. The players seem like they've given up. I don't know if you've seen that video with Eagle Tudor trying to tell him to press. And Mickey Veterans just looking at him like and walking like, bro, I'm not doing that. And if you just got there and the players already don't care, hate to break it to you, buddy, I think it's GG. I think it's over. I think it's done for my boy, Eagle Tudor. I think you have a relegation on your CV, my boy. And I think Fulham are going to help you out with that. And I think it's going to be a 2-1 Fulham. And I will take over 1.5 goals or even 2.5 goals as my bet. And I would also take Fulham money line. Fulham money line for sure, though, over Spurs. Now we head over to Manchester. We head over to Old Trafford. Crystal Palace are coming through. And now, Manchester United, they're cooking. You squint your eyes, you look from very far, you might think Michael Carrick is Sir Alex Ferguson. But guys, let's be honest here. Is Michael Carrick the guy? Because I've been told by United fans that they want somebody big. I've been told that they're still in the hunt for a manager. That even though that they've been winning all these games, that they still want a big name guy. They want Luis Enrique. Now, or maybe Thomas Tuchel before he signed that contract. Now, do I think they're going to get any of those guys? No. Do I think they should probably keep Michael Carrick? Probably. Especially with how well you guys have done under Michael Carrick. But there is another man. There's a man that was linked to the job before Michael Carrick got there. He's still linked to the job. His team has struggled this season, losing key players. But it seems like this guy can still be in the run. And now imagine, Manchester United are absolutely cooking. United fans are screaming that they're back. They're saying that top 4 is theirs. Now, imagine Crystal Palace walks over to Old Trafford with that 3 at the back formation. And Mr. Oliver Glasner looks Michael Carrick dead in the face and tells him that job is mine. And what if Crystal Palace is probably going to be a rainy night in Manchester if we know anything from FM? And imagine a beautiful cross over to Strand Larson, who's been in impeccable form. Heads the ball in. Oliver Glasner looks over to Michael Carrick, gives him one of these. And imagine Sir Alex Ferguson is watching it. seeing them win on the 90th minute. Remembering, having flashbacks of not World War II, but having flashbacks of when Manchester United used to win in the 90th minute back when they used to call it Fergie time. What if this is Oliver Glasner's way to finally get that Manchester United job and ending Michael Carrick's run? With that being said, give me Manchester United 2-0 against Crystal Palace. I think Michael Carrick is about to be flying to the moon. And now, guys, I know it's Manchester United. I know you guys want to bash them. You want to make fun of their fans. I know it's fun to troll them. I know. But guys, just let them have this. Let them have this. We've seen this movie before, you and I. We remember when they were screaming from the top of their lungs that they were back when they got second place with Ollie. Ollie at the wheel, Ollie at the wheel. Nah, 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 nah. And then look what happened. Ballhead Eric Ten Hag. Ruben Amarat. So trust me, I demand calmness. Let them have this. Because it's only a matter of a time before it all comes crashing down. So Manchester United, 2-0. And Mr. Michael Carrick, you do yourself a favor and start Sesko this time. All right? And we're going to go with Sesko to score. And we're going to go with Bruno score or assist. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive to the main event of the evening. Head to the most magnificent stadium in all of England. We head over to the home of legends like Frank Lampard, legends like John Terry, legends like Eden Hazard, legends like Didier Drogba, freaking dropping everything, legends like Giancarlo Zola, legends like Ramirez, legends like Juan Mata, legends like Michael Ballack, legends like me. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the home of the world champions of the world. Unlike Spurs, ladies and gentlemen, we will not let you down. Unlike Spurs, we won't just show up just to show up. Unlike Spurs, we're going to show Arsenal that ain't your time yet, buddy. That ain't your title yet. Ladies and gentlemen, on one side, we got a team that some may call the worst football team ever. Some may say that it's like watching paint dry. Some may say that America uses Arsenal highlights as interrogation tactics. Some may call them Stoke Alona. And on the other side, there's a team with a four-eyed cheek. A team with a manager who's done more interviews than Love Island winners. A manager who has said more motivation lines than David Goggins. Liam Rossinier. Now, Liam, there's one thing I ask of you. I don't care if you lose the rest of the season. But there is one thing you must do. There was one thing you must do as Chelsea manager. And that is beat Arsenal Football Club. And you know what I mean by beat? I mean demolish. And you know what I mean by demolish? I mean, absolutely slap their candy ass. And you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that all of England will be united. All the millions and millions of people watching on Sunday evening that will be watching the team in blue. You will be watching the greatest team in London. That you will be watching the team that is the world champions of the world. And on Sunday, Cole Palmer, you aren't going to ghost. Cole Palmer is going to grab that football. He's going to score once. He's going to assist another one. And we're going to win 2-1. And Arsenal, this league is not yours.